Hey everybody, Smart Silver Stacker here. I want to talk to you a little bit about cryptocurrency, specifically this Terra Luna token, and also cryptocurrencies as a whole and how they're going to look moving forward, because we have seen a lot of action in the crypto market. We've seen a big sell-off, a big drawdown, and we're going to take a look at that. And then also, I want to take a look at the long-term chart of gold, and we'll kind of compare cryptocurrency to gold as a safe haven and as an inflation hedge and a store of value moving forward. Now, this Terra Luna blockchain, this was a blockchain that was designed to facilitate the creation of stablecoins. And if you're not familiar with stablecoins, those are cryptocurrency tokens which are designed to be pegged to real-world currencies like the dollar or the euro. A lot of these stablecoins, the way that they will maintain that peg, they will own some of the asset that they are designed to mimic. For example, if you want to make a US dollar stablecoin, you take some dollars, you put them in reserves, you back up the coin, and then you create the blockchain. Terra Luna was a little bit different. The way that this one worked, supposedly, didn't actually work out, but the way that this was supposed to work was Terra was a portfolio of stablecoins, and then Luna was a tradable crypto token, and there was supposed to be some kind of complex algorithmic process that maintained the stability of the stable coins. I'm not an expert on crypto, so I don't know exactly how that was supposed to work. But again, it doesn't really matter because it didn't work. And we saw this token go from a high of $116 as recently as April 4th, and now it is trading for under a fraction of 1 cent. So essentially, this token is dead. Terra is dead. The blockchain has been halted. And this is, I believe, just an indication of what a bubble crypto was in and may still be in. And I've been referring to cryptocurrency as a bubble for some time now. Now, I'm not fundamentally opposed to cryptocurrency or blockchain technology. I do think it provides an interesting alternative to fiat currency, and I think that we will see use cases for it moving forward. But I do believe that the valuations we've seen in the crypto space were indicative of a bubble and possibly still are. And this is the chart for the total cryptocurrency market cap, basically the value of all the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin included. But as of today, there are over 18,000 different cryptocurrencies. And that alone, I think, is indicative of the kind of bubble territory that the crypto space has entered. You can see that we've seen a huge drawdown from the highs of last year of a market cap of over $3 trillion in November of last year at the all-time high. And now we're sitting at a market capitalization of about 1.284 trillion. So cryptocurrencies as a whole have lost more than half of their value over the past several months. And one of the scary things about this chart is you can see we're kind of at a resistance level here, a previous low from back in 2021. Below this current level, it doesn't seem like there is much resistance until possibly you get down to the high from 2018 around the $750 billion level. So cryptos could still have significantly more room to fall. I don't think that this is a dip I would be interested in buying. And I would say it is also possible that crypto could trade kind of range bound for a while moving forward. But if we do see the big sell-off in assets that we have seen over the past week or so continue in any way, I think there is a lot more room to fall for Bitcoin as well as other cryptos. And it's even possible, you know, the next resistance level below that is significantly lower, around the $300 billion level. And there's probably a lot of you watching, perhaps true Bitcoin or cryptocurrency adherents, who think that that is just completely impossible. But then again, I'm sure that many of you also thought that the fall from $3 trillion in market cap to 1.2 would never happen, especially in such a short period of time. But that is sort of the hallmark of cryptocurrencies, is extreme volatility. I mean, could it bounce from this level? Yeah, I suppose so, but I don't think so. I think that the high from 2021 was indicative of a massive bubble, and I suspect that we will either see cryptos and Bitcoin trading range-bound moving forward, or there could be even further drops. And I don't think that Terra Luna is going to be the last crypto that we see go to zero either. I suspect we will be seeing more of that if the sell-offs in assets continue. Now, this all came as Coinbase their stock was getting devastated. And in their most recent earnings report, they included a disclosure that said that users on the exchange could lose their assets if the company goes bankrupt. Now, to be fair, the CEO was very quick to kind of roll back that disclosure and say that assets on the exchange were safe and that disclosure was only added for SEC purposes. But I think that the SEC requires disclosures like that for a reason, because if you're keeping assets on the Coinbase exchange, they aren't safe. There have been plenty of crypto exchanges that have gone down in the past. Look up Mt. Gox or BTCE. And I know, those aren't Coinbase. Coinbase is a little bit more reputable. It's publicly traded. I'm sure it's insured. But nonetheless, if you do have crypto assets, there's no real reason to keep them on the exchange unless you are actively trading. And to the extent that you own crypto, take it off of the exchange. Put it into a software wallet, or if you've got a lot, get a hardware wallet, get some kind of cold storage. Don't keep your crypto on the exchange, because that is extremely risky. It's kind of similar to precious metals. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. And a lot of the benefits of crypto, a lot of the advantages you can take advantage of when you take your crypto off the exchange. Like, you can get a seed phrase that allows you to take your crypto anywhere with you, just in a series of words. You can memorize that series of words and you can take the cryptocurrency with you, which is, I think, one of the few advantages that crypto actually has over assets like precious metals. But if you're keeping your crypto on an exchange, you're not getting any of that benefit. So that's all I have to say about that. Now, taking a look at the long-term chart for gold, I think that this is a chart that looks a heck of a lot better than that chart for cryptocurrency that we just looked at. We did see a bit of a pullback in gold at the same time crypto and other assets were selling off. But this is a large cup and handle formation that I have pointed out to you before. And we did see back in February, we saw a breakout from the handle pattern. And the good news is that this sell-off that we've recently seen has not penetrated that trend line from the handle. So this has not been invalidated at all by the recent pullback. And we actually have what looks like kind of a nice hammer formation in this doji here. And it looks like we may bounce off of it. And this cup and handle formation, this is an extremely bullish formation. And another thing to note is that when you see a breakout like this from the handle, that is an indication that we are going to be moving much, much higher. In the case of this chart, based on where the lows are and where the highs are, we would be seeing gold take off to about the $3,100 level if this is indeed a bullish cup and handle formation. And an important thing to note is when you see this breakout, it's not unusual to come back down and test this level. Now, if this downward trend from the handle were to be penetrated, that could invalidate this chart, but we didn't see that happen. We actually saw it touch down exactly to this trend line and then start moving back up. So that is a very good sign indeed that this formation, this cup and handle formation in gold, is still valid. And as we test this, we may bounce off of this and move much higher. So I do suspect that moving forward, gold is going to be a much better safe haven, a better store of value than cryptocurrencies, whether it be Bitcoin or Terra Luna or any of the 18,000 various altcoins. Remember, there's not too many alternatives to gold. There's, maybe palladium, platinum, and silver, and that's about it. So unlike with Bitcoin and cryptos, there's not 18,000 different competitors. Gold is the real deal. And I view this as being a dip that I would be interested in buying. Not investment advice, of course. I'm just telling you guys my thoughts. And again, there's nothing wrong with holding some crypto, but if you do hold it, get it off the exchange, get it into cold storage, get it into a software wallet. That is the point of crypto. I don't think that trading crypto at this point is anything more than gambling, really. Whereas gold, I think, has a lot of fundamental things going for it, and I do expect it to be moving much higher moving forward. And I'd like to know what you think is the better store of value, gold or cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe and happy stacking, and I'll catch you next time. Smart Silver Stacker, out.